Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
August 25, 1737 America, New York. ESPN removes Rachel Nichols from NBA coverage and cancels The Jump. Rachel Nichols, ESPN's longtime NBA host, has been removed from coverage of the sport, and her weekday show, The Jump, has been canceled, the network confirmed Wednesday.
Fox World News. August 25, 1736 America, New York. Baby girl born on flight fleeing Afghanistan named after aircraft call sign. The four-star Air Force general overseeing U.S. European Command said Wednesday that the Afghan baby born on an evacuation flight this week has been named Reach, in honor of the call sign of the aircraft on which she was delivered.
Mirror World News. August 25, 1725 America, New York. UK nationals told to avoid Kabul airport over high threat of terror attack. Brits have been warned by the Foreign Office to steer clear of Kabul airport, where an ongoing evacuation effort is being orchestrated.
August 25, 1715 America, New York. Wildfires forced him out of his home. Now, he sleeps in his truck. 7 western states are under air quality alerts due to raging wildfires, which have forced thousands to evacuate and destroyed hundreds of homes. CNN's Dan Simon reports on some of the 92 large fires currently burning in the U.S.
New York Times World News. August 25, 1656 America, New York. ISIS branch in Afghanistan poses terror threat to evacuation in Kabul. An Islamic State affiliate that is a sworn enemy of both the Taliban and the United States threatens a large-scale attack against the mission at the airport. Outside the international airport in Kabul on Wednesday.
Mirror World News. August 25, 1654 America, New York. British tourist seriously injured after being stabbed by waiter in Majorca. Emergency responders rushed the holidaymaker to hospital after reports of an altercation at the restaurant in Canpicafart, a village in the northeast of the Balearic Islands.
August 25, 1642 America, New York. Pennsylvania election review moves forward amid GOP infighting. An election review in Pennsylvania is moving ahead, albeit on a murky path, amid infighting among state Republicans.
New York Times World News. August 25, 1640 America, New York. WHO will address inequities by making vaccines in Latin America. In a region where some populations have extremely limited access to vaccines, public health agencies are taking control of the means of production. Newly vaccinated patients waiting to be released after the mandatory post-vaccine observation period in La Lamentin, Martinique, earlier this month.
BBC News World. August 25, 1636 America, New York. Afghanistan. Taliban committed to post-deadline safe passage, U.S. says. The U.S. says it will hold the Taliban to a promise to let people leave Afghanistan after the 31st of August.
RT World News. August 25, 1636 America, New York. Western media, complicit in hiding truth of Afghan war, allowing extraordinary lie to last 2 decades. WikiLeaks Ronson. The abrupt U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan should not surprise anyone, WikiLeaks editor-in-chief Christine Ronson told RT, saying the fact that Washington was able to deceive the world for 2 decades is more shocking.
August 25, 1633 America, New York. Mexico welcomes more than 100 Afghan journalists fleeing the Taliban. Over 100 Afghan journalists and their families arrived in Mexico on Wednesday after requesting humanitarian protection, according to a statement from Mexico's foreign ministry.
Fox World News. August 25, 1626 America, New York. Fire damages self-described birthplace of Harry Potter. A cafe in Scotland's capital where author J.K. Rowling wrote some of the Harry Potter books has been damaged in a fire.
Mirror World News. August 25, 1621 America, New York. Man who survived 12 hours at sea surrounded by dolphins is viral, frostbite, boy. Rory McSorley's incredible survival tale stunned rescuers who were surprised to find him alive, so far out at sea, alone, and surrounded by a pod of dolphins.
New York Times World News. August 25, 1600 America, New York. Uganda takes in evacuees from Afghanistan, honoring a U.S. request. Waiting near the north gate of the international airport in Kabul, Afghanistan.
August 25, 1554 America New York State adjusts COVID death toll, adding nearly 12,000. New York's new governor said Wednesday that the state's COVID-19 death toll now aligns with the count from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, after the state added nearly 12,000 deaths that former Gov. August 25. 1533 America New York, approximately 1,500 people who may be Americans are left in Afghanistan, Blinken says. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Wednesday that there are approximately 1,500 people who may be Americans left in Afghanistan, adding that when evacuation operations began, there was a population of as many as 6,000 American citizens in the country who wanted to leave.
New York Times World News. August 25, 1529 America New York, your Thursday briefing. Racing to get out of Afghanistan. Waiting outside the airport in Kabul on Wednesday.
August 25, 1524 America New York, Tennessee woman live-streamed flooding shortly before it claimed her life. When deadly floodwaters rushed around her Tennessee home Saturday morning, Linda Almond Bryant started a Facebook Live video.
Fox World News. August 25, 1518 America New York, Taliban appoints former Guantanamo Bay detainee released under Obama to leadership post in Afghanistan. The Taliban announced the appointment of Mohammad Nabi Omari, a former Guantanamo Bay Naval Base, GTMO, detainee who has close ties to al-Qaeda, to governor of the Coast Province in Afghanistan.
August 25, 1502 America New York, for decades the Taliban's leaders have been shrouded in secrecy. Here's what we know about the key players. U.S. concerned about very specific threat stream from ISIS-K outside Kabul airport.
RT World News. August 25, 1446 America New York, Black defendants' race-related woes should influence sentencing, court in Canada rules, sparking debate over two-tier justice system. Fears of a two-tier justice system have erupted after a Canadian court ruled that judges should account for the impacts of systemic racism and historical disadvantages when sentencing Black offenders. New York Times World News. August 25, 1442 America New York, Chicago will require all city workers to be vaccinated, mayor says. The mandate requires municipal workers, including teachers and other public school employees, to be fully vaccinated by October 15 unless they obtain medical or religious exemptions. Peter Cooper public school teacher Lisbeth Osuna, left, receives a Moderna COVID-19 vaccine in Chicago in Feb.